Hey guys, can I tell you a joke? The Moto G6 Plus. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's not do that. Let's keep this professional. Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, and today Moto launched the Moto G6 Plus here in India. And for the first time, I decided not to cover a Moto G phone and declined a review unit from Moto. But then I'm sure some of you guys are gonna be asking me why I'm not covering it. I already see some tweets asking why am I not covering it. Hence this video, it's not gonna be able to get back to every one of you. So this is why I don't really care about the G6 Plus. I feel it's a joke, and why I think you probably should do. Now before we jump in, card to giveaway, and don't forget to turn on notifications, click that bell icon. Let's now get started. So ever since Lenovo acquired Moto, Moto's not been the brand it once was. And here's the kicker, Lenovo has not been the brand it once was too. If you guys can remember, Lenovo used to be competition to Xiaomi in terms of value. But after they acquired Moto, they seem to have realized they can charge more for phones if they just slapped a Moto logo on it instead of Lenovo. And there started the downfall. Now take this Moto G6 Plus for example. They announced it globally way back in April. Now that's almost half a year back. And back then the Snapdragon 630 might have been a decent mid-range chip. A phone with a 630 could have demanded a Okay, who am I kidding? Even back then it couldn't have demanded a 22,500 price tag. Now, in this half a year though, we've seen the likes of Asus, a big brand, Xiaomi and Nokia come up with Snapdragon 636 based phones. Remember, Asus is offering a stock Android experience with their 636 at just 11,000 rupees. Even the most expensive of this bunch, HMD Global's Nokia 6.1 Plus, now that's offering an Android One experience, a notch, and the 636 at 16,000 rupees. Now, Motorola continues to sell the 450 at 16 with the G6, and now they have the G6 Plus with a 630 at 22,500. Now, do you know why the Moto G6 Plus is launching in India late? Now, that's because Lenovo with Moto have been hiking their prices at a rapid rate. The Moto G4 is where they started a Plus to milk it even more, and that launched at 13,500. The G5 Plus launched at 15, and the G5S Plus, which in my honest opinion, in my humble opinion, is was very unwarranted, totally unnecessary. But that was launched again with a price hike, 16,000 rupees. Now the G5S Plus did tank. It was a disaster. It didn't sell at all. Nobody seemed to care. Nobody seemed to give whatever. So with the G6, Lenovo and Moto weren't still ready to give the consumers what we wanted. That is a decent phone at a non-rip-off price. They still wanted to continue increasing prices even when consumers were fighting it. So this time, they just didn't launch a G6 Plus. So they just bought the G6 at 16 saying, hey, that's our higher end this time. So maybe people think, hey, last year it was 16, this year it's 16, the price hasn't gone up. But the more expensive version, they bring it in now, the G6 Plus at 22,500. It's just flat out ridiculous. The phone feels like a joke. Guys, don't get me wrong here. I am not just talking about specs. I've used the G6. I spent a good part of 2 weeks testing it out. But I don't know. It's the same feeling phone. It is what it is. Now look at a brand like Vivo. Usually Vivo gets a ton of hate for their pricing. Vivo is offering a water drop notch, an in-display fingerprint scanner, spending a bucket load on advertising and offline marketing, and still offering a Snapdragon 660 chip, which is way more powerful than the 630, and pricing their phone at 25-26K. Now the 630 is just a minor improvement over the 625, and with that, Moto is trying to get away with this pricing. I mean, it just feels very bad. Now, if Moto was offering something that the others weren't, then maybe it would be okay, right? I mean, updates and all that, but the Moto of the past with fast updates, that is not the Moto today. Moto under Lenovo does not update phones. They lie about what they promise. They change screenshots on the website and hope no one notices. And before you start saying Moto cannot be compared with a Chinese brand like Vivo or Xiaomi, remember, Moto is a Chinese brand. It's just a brand name that's owned by Lenovo. And almost everyone who was with Moto when Moto was owned by Google has quit. Now the team is in China. Now, again, I do understand the value that some brands bring. That's why I don't get mad about a Nokia 6.1 Plus at 16K. Yes, it's more expensive than the competition, but have you seen Nokia's track record with updates? Have you seen how quickly they've been providing updates even for their budget phones? And for the most part, these updates have been bug-free. Now, I keep reading a lot of comments from Moto users complaining about the lack of updates, complaining about how buggy it's been even when they've gotten the updates. I mean, if you use a Moto or you know anybody who uses a Moto, let me know how the experience has been. I mean, in the last couple of years, we all know it was great before that. How has it been since Lenovo acquired Moto? Now, if you aren't so particular about updates, flagship experience storing phones like the Honor Play and the Poco F1, they are priced cheaper. It's priced lower than this phone from a Chinese brand like Lenovo. I mean Moto. So far, we've seen the chip, the user experience. Then there's the camera. Now, even if the camera is a best in class, which I highly doubt, based on the last two Moto G phones, even if it were a ST630 with a plastic frame, it's got a glass back, but the sides are plastic, and the lowest screen to body ratio amongst all the phones that we've talked about in the segment, a middling battery and a sad track record of updates, it just doesn't feel like a phone I can take seriously. I mean, I really recommend that you don't take it seriously either. So there you go, my reasons on why I don't want to cover this phone, why I feel I'm wasting my time talking about it, you're wasting your time watching videos about it. What do you think? Do you agree with what I've got to say, or are you gonna accuse me of being paid by some brand? Call this a paid video. Oh my god, it's been paid by Xiaomi or Oppo or Vivo or Nokia. Or maybe everybody got together and decided to pay me little bits of money. I don't know. Hell, here's a card. I'm gonna leave a poll here. You guys let me know who you think paid for this video. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I don't feel like I should even be making videos like this. The reason I do this is because I want to be honest. I want to be true to the people who made me who I am. You guys, my audience, the C4E fam. I mean, I already know the brand's gonna hate me for it. They're probably gonna blacklist me. They've done it in the past. But that's fine. Then again, when I read these accusations in the comments, some days I feel, I don't know, I should probably just unbox it, not really talk about the price, say, hey, it might be a decent phone and just keep moving on. But I don't know, maybe call me crazy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue speaking my mind because that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do for you guys. So if you feel you want to see more of these kind of content, if you feel this video is good, just leave a comment. Just let me know that you appreciate content like this, and not everybody is gonna be throwing accusations. It's not just on C4E Tech, on any channel. We generally tend to say something when we see something negative. Let's all try to spread some niceness today. Say something nice if you see something nice, and that's all. Anyway, I think I'm rambling on too much. For this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. And if it's not too much to ask, a comment, subscribe, turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon. And it is time I bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.